Hello everyone. Some of you might remember that a while ago I made 2 videos to UTF about reaction videos, and at the end of my second one I requested that he respond. It seemed as though he chose to ignore me, but now, over a month later, UTF has finally responded. And I'm a bit disappointed because he didn't do that good of a job. What I want to point out first is that in my 2 videos to UTF, there's not a single point where I feel the need to start calling him names. However, in John's response to me, it is bombarded from beginning to end with insults and name-calling. It goes to show how mature he is. In fact, I'll be keeping track of how often he feels the need to use insults. So, anyways, let's hear what John has to say.
Now, a YouTuber you've probably heard of and most likely fell asleep to once or twice accused me of making a reaction video, despite a video I made called Reaction Videos Are Stupid. Here's some backstory. I had a video called My Reaction to the Amazing Atheist's Fond Love of Bananas back in November of 2011 regarding the image people seem to think I wanted to see of the amazing atheist shoving a chocolate-covered banana up his hairy ass. I was sent this image more times than I've been sent Christmas cards in my entire life, for fuck's sake. So I made a video with some weird faces, dropped what I thought was a witty one-liner, and went on my merry way. However, in my mind, the only thing reactionary about that video was the fucking title and possibly my faces. If this certain Nimrod wasn't just trying to aggrandize his own channel at my expense...
Wait a minute. John, I didn't make my video on you to try to boost my channel. I made it because I saw hypocrisy in your video and I wanted to point it out. How is me making a video on you any different from you making a video on someone like Onision or Ray William Johnson? Someone could easily accuse you of trying to grow your channel by making videos about them, couldn't they? Not to mention, before I made either of my 2 videos on you, you took a shot at me in the comments of your video. So don't I have the right to defend myself?
You would have stopped to think and realize that my video wasn't even close to the reaction videos I was bitching about in my Reaction Suck video. I didn't have the image in front of me, I didn't have some disgusting video playing, and I sure as hell wasn't screaming, yelling, and convulsing like a dung beetle having a seizure.
John, did you even watch my first video on you? I showed that from what you said in your reaction rant, you pretty much fit the definition of a reaction video perfectly. If you haven't seen it, I'll play it again.
I'm going to tell you right now the secret to making a reaction video. Step 1, flip on your camera, put it in a nice position so they can see your face. Step 2, find something completely disgusting, preferably something that's really popular so you can get a lot of views and a lot of cash. And number 3, most importantly, whether or not it actually drives you to do this involuntarily, you have to make a lot of twisted faces.
So, why are you treating your fans like they're stupid? Any of them can go back to your reaction video rant and see exactly what you said. Nowhere in your video did you say you had to have the image in front of you or you had to have the video playing. Only now are you saying that. You're basically trying to morph the definition of a reaction video to avoid looking hypocritical. Face it, John. You made a reaction video. It was even part of your title.
Here's the thing that really makes him look like even more of a dumbfounded, agape-mouthed simpleton than before. He assumed I removed the video to avoid looking like a hypocrite. Actually, Festus, I deleted that video along with a huge batch of my Amazing Atheist videos all at once about a year ago after TJ and I had a discussion. Yes, we talked. I came to the conclusion that the shitfest was done, over with, and no longer worth prolonging, like your channel. There is only one of my former Amazing Atheist videos remaining, and that's because I uploaded it after I deleted all of my Amazing Atheist videos right in a row a year ago. Moron.
I'll give you a point there, John. I made a false assumption. I made a mistake. I was wrong. I admit that. For that part, I was wrong. But keep in mind, you did the same thing to me. You made the assumption that I was trying to aggrandize my channel. So please, practice what you preach.
So let's just humor this uncharismatic plank of wood for a second and say that it was a reaction video. Just for the sake of argument. How is it hypocritical for me to say reaction videos suck when I did it one time nearly 2 years ago and no longer have it on my channel? On the surface, it's easy to say I'm a hypocrite, right? But maybe in the 2 years since I did that one video, I changed my mind. Most likely by watching his pathetic excuses for reaction videos and saying, holy shit, what the fuck was I thinking? And how the hell would he know? This idiot assumed I removed it to avoid the backlash. Here's the deal. Sometimes people change their minds about things over long periods of time. Kinda like, maturing.
I realize this, UTF. I know people change their minds, but the point is that in your video, you said...
For those of you that wanted to see me do a reaction video at any time, you're never going to see it happen. I'm never going to bring myself to that level.
Implying that you've never made a reaction video, so you were pretty much lying to your fans. Now, if you would have said, I'll never make a reaction video again, that would be different. However, you didn't say that. But let's say John's video wasn't a reaction video. Just for the sake of argument. You didn't make a reaction video, yet you still had it in your title. Wouldn't that mean you were using a misleading title? Just saying. That would mean that you were, in fact, breaking YouTube guidelines.
So I'm sorry, sir, but you were wrong. You assumed I removed the video for the reason you wanted and not the real reason. You based your argument on a fallacy and hoped people would buy it, and hey, they did, so more power to you. People are falling for your bullshit. Oh, and by the way, don't try to bring up my blood on the dance floor video. That's not a reaction video either, you fucking schmuck.
So apparently I'm a fucking schmuck for believing it's a reaction video. John, one of your own fans thought it was a reaction video. So are they a fucking schmuck in your book too? And you still have not answered my question of why you blocked me. All your description says is that it was before I made my videos. But besides making my videos on you, I don't know what else I did. So I'll ask you again. What did I personally do to you to deserve to get blocked?